Welcome back, everybody. We've done a lot of coding. We've created some fairly complex code that is too large for me to show you at once on the screen, and some fairly complex logic that may take some time to actually understand, and then also to figure out whether this is actually doing the thing that you intended to do. So now for this last exercise, we're going to take a break from coding. Instead, we're going to have a look at the code that we have previously generated and think about this. This is also a very important part because, as I said, complex code, complex logic, it's not entirely obvious that it really does what you want it to do, but this is crucial in practice because we don't want this to break in unexpected ways. There are also always ways to improve code. You can always take some code that you have written before or that somebody else has written before. You can take my code, for example, and have a look at it and see that, oh, actually, this thing here doesn't work as well, and this thing here could be improved. I really want to extend that to do something differently. That's also an inherent part of the programming and of the code design process. So this is what we're going to practice now. I want you to take the code that you have written before, or you can take the code that I have written and present it to you as an example solution to the previous exercise. Have a look at it and think about what's working, what's not working, what could be improved, what should maybe be done differently, what is maybe completely broken, what will not work in practice, what will work well, but then also think about how you could improve this. I don't want you to write the code to do this. I just want you to think about how would I change it to address these issues that I've identified. So in a way, you're planning your next activity. You're planning where you're going from this after we're all done with this, because you're going to go back to your schools and you might even take the code that I've given you, but you might want to do other things with it. How do you plan for this? How do you think about what works, what doesn't work? How do I improve this? Have a go at that. And after this activity, I will again give you my example solutions. This is going to be even more of an example solution than earlier because the things that I think are things that should be fixed, you might not even consider things that necessarily need to be fixed. And similarly, you might identify issues that I don't even see as issues. So this is a somewhat subjective thing to some extent, which is why it's good to do this in a team. If you can, pair up with somebody and try to get somebody else's opinion on this so that you get everything together, and then hopefully the next activity that you can do on your own, improve this code by a lot. Have a go at that.